It's incredible. I love this place. This is what, to me, makes the lake, because a lot of people would say the lake's over expensive in many areas. This, to me, is like Midwestern, rural fun. It is the first weekend in October, which means MECCA Family Farms is now open.
It's open. It's open. It's also been a very pleasantly nice and warm start to October, which I've always said are some of my favorite boating days of the season.
I wonder how many past recent Octobers have been almost 90 degrees.
I remember them. I remember them. We had a fantastic night this past Thursday night. Went out for the boat ride for a little bit. Had our dog Otto with us. Said, you know what? Let's go grab dinner. We don't feel like cooking tonight. Slipped into shorty pants. Had a fine dinner. Back before dark.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So if you are not out boating, or as you look forward into October, this is a gem in the fall, and it's only open in the month of October, and it's only open on Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 5.
Yep.
Jesse, why don't you explain where we are and what we're doing here, what they have here?
So we're just a few minutes west of Camdenton. You said it was about 10 minutes from your place out in Old Kinderhook. I'm out towards Roach, MECCA Farms. I Google mapped it, brought me right here, no problem. You park up on top of the hill. They do a little tractor, a hail bay ride down to the stuff. They've got hay bales, obstacle courses, just a lot of different cool stuff. I think the kids are over there stuffing a scarecrow right now.
Scarecrow, they got face painting, got a pumpkin patch, they've got a corn kernel cannon, they've got a slide that goes down a huge hill, they've got some animals, I believe, in here. They've got one of those corn kernel play areas, like the balls, right?
The corn kernel pit,
yep. Pit,
so you can get corn kernels out of your wash machine later on this week.
Yep, they've got a nature walk through here, and the best part about this place, coming from St. Louis, as all of you know I do, and we're big fans of the fall festivals, the pumpkin patches, this kind of stuff. This is by far the most affordable place we've ever been to, and our daughter has a blast here.
It's a good time for just family fun.
Yeah.
And weather's gonna flip here in just the next couple days by the time that we're videoing this. And it's gonna be fall season. It's gonna be the best time to be out here.
Yeah.
So MECCA Farms out in Roach, Missouri, open every weekend in October's, Saturday and Sunday.
10 to 5, $8 is the cost for all ages, 2 and under are free. And they've even got some concessions and stuff. And the prices, I almost asked last year when I was here, I was like, you sure you don't want to charge me more for a soda? And it's incredible. I love this place. This is what, to me, makes the lake, because a lot of people would say the lake's over expensive in many areas. This, to me, is like Midwestern, rural fun.
Yeah, really good owners, Clay and Melissa Kupfer. We've known them forever. They graduated from Camdenton. Just an awesome family to share their farm with us and on a pumpkin patch.
Love it. Yeah. So have you and your family love doing this sort of thing as well? Mark it on your calendars. Make sure you get here in October, because that's it. That's all you got. So,
did you check out the Apple Festival yesterday?
I did not.
That
in
thing
Versailles.
is massive.
Yeah, I know.
It is massive. We only had time to go up there for the parade and then get back. I guess 25,000 people or so go up there for that. It was wild. They had like a half a dozen marching bands from close to around there. The one I looked up, they were an hour away. It was awesome. Kids had a great time.
Yeah, I saw Nate's videos.
Yeah,
I was blown away. How many vendors were set up, and
the little town of Versailles blows up
really
for
cool.
that event.
That's really cool.
I hear their car show is awesome. We didn't make it over to that, but really cool event. There's a lot of things going on in Lake of the Ozark still in October.
I was just gonna say, it's all things to pay attention to, and as you know, we put this stuff out all the time, every weekend. And honestly, I'm blown away and honestly super busy, because it's hard to keep up with all of the organizations that are reaching out saying, can you promote this? Can you promote that? And it's not slowing down. And I don't think it slows down until really January.
Yeah. January starts to tail off a little bit. You got Eagle Days in January?
That's it, yeah, that's the very beginning, first weekend in January, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, January, February, a little bit slow around here. Good time to start a fire, read a book.
Amen, amen. Yeah. Good time to just chill for a minute until boating season gets here.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, MECCA Farms, make sure you get out here and check this out. But that leads us into first fall month, technically, that we're gonna review today, which is September, for the market update. What's happening?
September a fall month?
I mean, you know, here by lake standards, it's about what, 2/3.
Yeah,
September 21st, okay. But Memorial to Labor, let's call it what it is. September, by a weekend Warriors standards, I think is considered fall. It's football season. Yeah. Football season's fall.
Yeah.
That was an interesting debate we just had.
Okay. Yeah. So now's our start of our fourth quarter. Buyers historically, you're going to get good deals in Q4 and Q1 negotiating wise for our price to sell ratios. But I think we're trending up. We are moving in a good direction. I feel like we had a bit of a delayed spring with a lot of stuff going on, tariffs. Nobody knew what that really meant. And we've seen spring buyer activity in the past couple of months. So I think it's going to be an interesting
We've
fall.
seen, so what happened to summer?
Summer was summer. It was busy. It was busy. You know, condos were a little soft in the summer when we were going through. Lakefront houses has been consistently strong this year, and we move forward with that for sure.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Break it down.
Starting with lakefront homes.
Because the initial reaction, I think, to anybody in the market is, okay, summer, there's two trains of thought. It's like, okay, we got through the summer, now it's time to sell. We had it last summer, now it's time to sell.
Yeah, we get a little bit of that, although our inventory still is coming down a little bit. It will start to tail off, but we do get a lot of those families that the kids say, Mom and Dad, don't sell the lake house yet. We want to get one more season out of it. You can sell it in the fall. So keep your eye on the market, buyers. There still will be properties popping up. And if you've had your eye on properties, Q4, Q1, great time to negotiate. So for lakefront homes, September 2025 saw 111 new lakefront home listings compared to 89 last September. It's about a 25% increase. Year-to-date new listings are up 13.5% versus 913 in 2024. So a good 13.5% increase there. Currently, there are 386 lakefront homes on the market. That, compared to last month, we had 410 homes on the market last month. So buyer appetite is out there. And I think we're gonna see our months of inventory start to dwindle down here if that inventory doesn't keep up, because there's still that buyer appetite out there. And with the interest rates, you know, signaling coming down, I know they've kind of bounced around here lately, buyers are ready to act. September's median lakefront price, $625,000, 1.05% increase from September 24, which was $618,500. So we bumped up there, $6,500. Year to date, our median sale price up 1%. The impressive thing though is the average sale price. It's up 14% year to date. That's why I kind of like to look at the median sale price and the average sale price. So the average sale price just really talks about how much our luxury market is out there. Yes, we do have $8 million houses, $5 million houses. So there is that luxury segment in Lake of the Ozarks. Lakefront home sales, exceptionally strong this September compared to last. There were 19 more lakefront homes sold this September.
Wow.
Yeah, 79 homes this September compared to 60.
What percentage bump was that?
31.67% up.
Wow.
On sales. And that's where I say it's been a strong start to the fall season. It's been strong. And we'll see that in condos too, because even condos, another solid sale month.
We actually had good news with condos.
Condos, yes, price appreciation and increase in sales.
Sweet.
Yeah. So buyer confidence is going in the right direction. Year to date, lakefront home sales are up by 20 homes, so a little over 4%. September homes averaged 48 days on market compared to 45 days last year. So a little bit longer on the market on average, but pretty stable. Year to date, we're seeing 47 days versus 41 days last year, 14% increase. We're just seeing a little bit of neutrality into the market on that, which is great for buyers because it gives you more time to come and look at properties, make decisions. But I tell you what, those ones that are good and ready to go, I'm still with buyers on multiple offers, especially that, oh man, anything, I say this, anything that's been updated, there's appetite for it out there. So if you're thinking of selling next spring, take this winter and do some renovations. It will pay off because the inventory is lacking out there for stuff that's move-in ready.
Can I ask you, is there anything very specific that is more important? So for someone that might have a condo that's, you know, like that 10 to 20 year old, maybe like 20 to 30 year old even, you know, it's still adequate. It's excellent for what you use it for.
Sure.
But you know, the carpet's the old Berber carpet, stuff like that. What would you recommend at the bare minimum to update if you're selling?
Flooring for sure. Countertops, I mean, those are fairly easy
Get rid of like
fixes.
the Formica type.
Yeah. The biggest thing that dates a property, in my view, when I walk through a property with buyers, popcorn ceilings. Yeah, you walk in places and it immediately puts it in that mid-90s or later.
As a non-real estate agent, I don't even notice.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I now that you mention it, now I'm trying to think of what's more today.
So we have a, I tell you this, don't do a flat ceiling if you ever do one, because you can never keep it perfect. So you do what is a spray texture knockdown. So the painters will spray texture on it, and then they'll run a skimmer over it and give that some texture. That way you don't see the tape joints or any imperfections. Paint roll lines. First house I built, I did flat walls on it, and I said, well, let's do a flat ceiling. I said, no, don't do that. And even the flat walls, after having flat walls once, I'm good, I'm done. You could see every ripple.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
When did popcorn ceilings go out of style?
I mean,
So maybe 90s maybe?
I
or-
thought it was in the after the 80s, but I had still shown some stuff that was built
Really?
early 2000s, and I don't know if it was cheaper, but it still had popcorn ceiling in there.
Interesting.
So yeah, popcorn ceiling to me dates a place right away.
Huh, okay.
But it is also one of the most difficult things to overcome because it makes quite a mess when you do
guess
that.
so.
So I
Yeah,
mean, if you're
yeah.
doing flooring and painting, that's when I would consider redoing the popcorn ceiling.
Wow,
for
that
sure.
certainly went off on a tangent that I had no idea about.
Wallpaper.
But
And
that's
I
coming
say,
back.
I say
That's coming
wallpaper,
back.
but my wife has put
Yes.
wallpaper in a couple bathrooms.
I'm telling
and
you, that is
it's
coming
her
back.
favorite.
Yes.
And I sit there and I looked at it and I was shaking my head and I asked the guy putting it on, I said, how difficult is this going to be to take off? Because you remember the 90s
Sure.
and like, oh gosh,
To me, that was 80s. Wallpaper was predated the 90s.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just think,
Yeah.
like growing up, that's what you had was wallpaper.
Yeah.
But interesting. And it's bad. I mean, technology has to have improved to make it maybe easier to remove.
Where our walls were textured that he put it over and he said, texture walls, this will come off really easy. Although I'm
Again,
sure,
don't do flat walls then.
I'm sure he probably won't be around for us to call him in 15, 20 years to ask him to take it off. But, yeah.
Okay.
Listed sale price ratio improved slightly from last month, 95.4% in September compared to August at 94.61. September 2024, 96.3. So we are still negotiating more. And I tell you what, we do it on all of our listings, and I swear by it, have your property pre-inspected before you go to market. It makes for such less drama and high emotions on renegotiations. I try to tell other agents that just isn't ours, and it's hard for them to wrap their mind around it. When I go on listing appointments, especially on an expired listing where they had a couple contracts fall through, they go, oh my gosh, I wish we would have done that. It would have saved us a couple of contract fallouts. So there's a pro tip for you guys. Months of supply improved 7 months from August's 7.8 months. Still remains last September was 6.4 months. That's where we really hit a bunch of inventory beginning of the year. There wasn't much buyer appetite out there. And now that's hopefully retracting a little bit, which is a good sign. 6 months of inventory on the market, neutral market. Anything above that is a buyer's market because they have so many more options. Less than that, like man, COVID eras when we were less than 1 month, extreme seller's market. Yeah. Lakefront home volume year to date, we're up almost 19% on dollars traded. That's just a really strong market, really good for investment. If you don't want to just be in the stock market, get you a lake home, enjoy it, let it appreciate over your
Can I ask
ownership.
you that question because I'm starting to look at them? Do you? And I'm seeing, and then I go talk to Zach at Grand Welcome, and I'm like, I always send him a property. I'm like, hey, how will this cash flow? And it seems like there's some pretty good buys out there right now.
Yeah, I talked to Zach the other day about this. It's really hard if you're a pure investor to try to get an investment property to pencil out. And any investor out there knows that you're gonna underwrite 100 deals before you make one make sense. In our market, a lot of people are buying these homes or condos and they wanna rent it out when they're not able to be here and enjoy it. So being
Not a true investment.
being a cash flow positive on day one, not essential to you. If you want to be able to have a place to come and enjoy a few times a year, and then when you're not here, rent it out, that's what you're competing with. And in residential, so 4 units or under, your appraised value goes off what the residential market is. Once you get 5 units and above, so more like an apartment style, that's when you're going to go off balance sheets for appraisals and stuff.
Okay.
So
And I mean, for me,
investors, that makes all kinds of sense. Residential people saying, I wouldn't mind having a place at the lake if
Yeah.
we could rent it out.
yeah.
It's great. Just be prepared. It's just not a cash flowing property on day one.
Yeah.
You're purchasing it for kind of a longer term.
That's it. That's what I was just gonna
enjoyment
say.
In price
I'm
appreciation
not.
over
I'm not
time.
looking for monthly income. I'm looking for the long term. I'm looking to have something that I know is going to pay the mortgage, and I'm going to create equity. Simple as that.
And for investors out there, I would watch purchasing anything that has HOAs to it. HOAs for an investor, they're out of your control. If you own a lakefront home, there is no HOA. Guess what? You're the sole HOA. So you get to bear the brunt of any roof corrections, decks, any of that stuff. You're the sole one on that. So it's still going to come out of your pocket, but you have a little bit more choice on when those repairs are done and what's done compared to a 30 unit HOA. Lakefront homes for sale by price bracket, 300 to 500, 60 homes, down significantly from 94 homes last month. That's a big jump. Price bracket 500 to 750, 86 homes, up from August's 70. I'm in that price bracket with a buyer now, have been all year long. And the ones that come up that have deep water, a decent dock, and move-in ready, multiple offers. So hint out there, if you're in that 1,600 to 2,200 square foot with decent water, there's people that want to buy your properties. If you're thinking about selling one of those, give me a call. I got a buyer for it. 750 to a million, 50 homes, down from August's 61. 1 million to 2 million, 51 homes, up from August's 48. 2 million to 5 million, 39 homes, down from August's 42. Over 5 million, still unchanged, 7 properties available. 315 total currently available, and 164 of those have reduced their price. It's up slightly, 52% compared to last month at 50.9%.
Awesome.
So September delivered exceptional results with 31.67% surge in sales activity, strong buyer demand heading into fall. Negotiations remain active and slightly lower to sale price ratios. Well-priced properties finding buyers quickly, for sure. Lakefront home market continues to get good results, volume gains nearly 19%. Sellers who price competitively being rewarded with activity, while buyers should act decisively on quality properties. When you're in the market for a little bit and you see what I would call a cream puff, you better be ready to act quick.
Pounce.
And it's important to have good communication and knowledge with your realtors. So when you see something come up and you go, hey, is it just me or is this property underpriced? You can go over list price, for sure. If something gets undervalued, know what's worth its value and be willing to pay up for that so you don't lose out on that property. Lakefront condos, we got some good news.
Go on.
New listings decreased slightly, 98 compared to 101 last September. 486 condos currently on the market versus 374 last year. We're only down 3 condos from last month, so not a big downtrend from there. But that inventory is up 30% from last year, that's a lot. That's a lot for a market to bear. September median condo sale price increased from $323,000 to $325,500, just a small 0.77% gain. I hope this is maybe a signal that it's found its bottom and we're not going downward anymore. That's hopefully what a bottom looks like, a little trend upwards.
That's exciting.
Yep, condo sales improved, 47 units sold versus 39 last year.
Wow.
That's a 20.5% increase.
Wow.
We'll take it.
Wow.
We will take it. We haven't had many months this year where we outdid last year's condo sales.
The condo section is doom and gloom every month, it seems like. Tell this one.
Come on.
I'm just saying.
Glass half full.
Calling
Man.
it out. I'm
Glass
calling it
half
out.
full.
Hey, your demeanor every time you get to condos is like,
Especially if I've got a few of them listed, I'm like, come on.
Exactly.
Average days on market increased to 74 days from last September's 60 days. And that's just due to inventory, buyers being able to have more time to make decisions. List to sale price ratio decreased just under 97%. Last year was 97.7%. Year to date, we're at 96.65, a full 1.5 under what last year was. So it just goes with the inventory. There's more of it, so you got to be willing to negotiate and price properly when you come on the market. Months of supply started a downward movement from 12 months last month to 11.6 months this September. That's a good sign, but we're still up 35% from last September's 8.6 months. That was a big number last September. I didn't think we would see 12 months, but here we are. Year to date, condo volume has contracted by 10.25%. Yeah, that's in an opposite side. We want to see it go the other way.
You're not all good news today.
What we really need is some of the HOA complex insurance has come down and the HOAs come down. And I tell you what, there's still a market out there for condos.
It's a sore subject.
Yeah. Condos available by bedroom count. 2 beds available, unchanged from last month, 130. 3 bedrooms, they're down 7 from last month, 230 units available. 4 bedrooms available, 25, just down 4 condos from last month. 424 active listings, 188 have had price reductions. That's down a little bit as well. 44.3% compared to last month was 45.6%. So while we've seen some improve in September with sales activity up 20.5% than last year, condo market firmly in a buyer's market at 11.6 months of supply. Slight uptick in median sale prices. Like I said, hopefully inventory comes down a little bit, prices go up a little bit. We still have high days on market, which is to be expected with the inventory that's out there. For buyers, September's 31.6% sales surge demonstrates strong demand, but with 7 months of home supply, you have leverage, but quality properties will move quickly. Be ready to be decisive and know what the market is and know what to pay for a property. For condos, it's still an excellent buyer's market. 11.6 months of supply, lots of inventory. This is your time to negotiate if you're in the market for a condo. Sellers, for homes, things are looking up for home sales. So don't be afraid of this fall. I know our data before says Q4, Q1's not great. With some low inventory, if you have a nice property out there, don't be afraid to put it on right now. For condos, you really need to be a nice property. You either have to be the nicest in the bunch that's for sale in your complex, or I just put one on the market last week. They haven't had another condo up for sale since last year. And so they have some leverage with that. But the most important thing is know your market. If you're looking to purchase a property, make sure you're talking with an experienced realtor, somebody that knows the Lake area market, can help walk you through what these market stats are, so you know when you find the right property, you're good to go on it. You need to get pre-approved if you're getting a loan on it, and that's where it just becomes imperative to work with somebody that has a process in place to lead you to success. For sellers, we have a listing process. We go through certain steps to where we really try to set our sellers up for as much success possible quickly. You want to avoid long days on market. You'll get into tough negotiations, inviting in investors. You got to know what the market is and know what your property is actually worth. And when you go on the market, like I said, with what we do on our process, you want to stand out from everybody else. Be happy to talk to anybody about that. With our exclusive marketing partnership with lakeexpo.com, we had 1.6 property views on our sites last month for sellers. If you want to get the highest odds for a quick sale and quick price, you kind of want to tell as many people possible about it, don't you? We get about 10 times more exposure than anybody else can here at the lake, and couple that with a proven process for staging, pre-listing. I put on a home buyer's warranty. Would be happy to talk to anybody out there about it. You can contact me, Jesse, Jesse, at lakeexporealestate.com. Give me a call, shoot me a text, 573-260-0868.
I think it's time to go shoot the, I keep hearing the corn cannon going on.
That's the corn
it's
cannon?
calling my name. Yeah.
Where are we gonna go next month?
It's gonna be November. I have no idea.
What do we do? What do we do?
I have no idea, but all I know is we're getting dangerously close to the ice rink, and I'm excited for that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but that'll be December or January. Although, man, if this keeps up, there's gonna be no ice.
Back to the boat?
Heck yeah.
To the boat?
Actually, man, would that be cool? If it was warm enough, let's do a November on the. That's it.
Or
we'll
if
make
there's-
everybody jealous.
Or if there's any business owners and you want us to come out and shoot a video out at their place, give us a shout. We'd love to come highlight
A la Mecca.
local businesses.
Amen.
And yeah, throw you some love.
Amen. Jesse, until next month.
Till next month.